Good afternoon and welcome to Sunshine Reports. I am Obi Chukwemeka Uti. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa says the Supreme Court's judgment that further affirmed his candidacy at the November 16 governorship election in the state is a testament to the belief that the judicial arm of government is still the last hope of the common man. Reacting to the ruling on his arrival in Accra from Abuja, Governor Aiyedatiwa said the verdict further proved that both the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeal were upholding the principles of justice and fairness. The Apex Court on Tuesday threw out the case of the PDP candidate Agbola Ajayi challenging the emergence of the governor and his deputy, Dr. Olaide Adelami, as the candidates of the All Progressives Congress APC. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole reports that Governor Aiyedatiwa also restated his resolve to sustain and improve efforts that enhance the security architecture of the state.
Party faithful, supporters and well-wishers were at the Akure airport to welcome Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa back to the Sunshine State from Abuja following the Supreme Court verdict that reaffirmed his candidacy at the November 16, 2024 governorship election. Governor Aiyedatiwa, accompanied by some party faithful, described the Supreme Court judgment as victory for democracy and democratic government.
The Supreme Court upheld the concurrent judgment of the trial court and the Court of Appeal. It shows that our judiciary system, they are doing great work. Men and women of integrity, both at the Federal High Court here in Akure, the Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court. It was a concurrent judgment at the three levels. That shows the case that was taken before them by the opposition, the PDP, is frivolous. And I'm so happy that today we have come to the end of that particular legal battle. Like they always say that electoral matter is so generic, according to the lawyers. But from the analysis by my learned counsel leading our cases, both the one for the party, for myself and the deputy governor, with all the explanation we're getting from them, we just have that belief that at the end of the day, justice will be served, because we're properly briefed, and we believe that the judges will do the right thing, and that is exactly what they have done.
PDP candidate at the gubernatorial poll, Agbola Ajayi, had challenged the emergence of Governor Aiyedatiwa and his deputy, Olaide Adelami, as the standard bearers of the All Progressives Congress APC, claiming that their nomination was not valid. Responding to questions on recent security challenges in the state, the governor emphasized that security remains a top priority for his administration, assuring residents that his government will not shirk its responsibility of protecting the lives and property of inhabitants.
The security of lives and property is the primary function of any government, and that is exactly what we want to ensure. We have been working hard to ensure that our people are safe here in Ondo State. Forget about the propaganda. Some of those reports you read on the social media, they are just propaganda. Yes, but the security agencies are working tirelessly day and night to ensure that the people are safe. We have been supporting them in every way. We just need to. And the criminals, they have not relented in their effort. They are trying to look for other ways to have into the system. We also need further and more equipment, like a tracker and drone. These are some of the equipment we need to get for our security.
Aiyedatiwa urged residents to join hands with his administration to reap the state of crimes and criminality by reporting suspicious movement to appropriate authority and security agencies in a bid to have a safer and more prosperous state. Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
In another development, 9 surveyors kidnapped at a site in Iluabo last week, Tuesday, in Akure North local government area of Ondo State, have regained freedom. Earlier, scores of residents in the state had picketed the office of the governor to call for government intervention. Afolabi Owolanke, a brother to the Jemaking of Akure, High Chief Oluwole Omataya, confirmed the release to newsmen. He said the abducted surveyors were released last night. Owolanke also confirmed that the surveyors are already in Akure metropolis but declined to disclose their location. Gari, a quick and once affordable meal for Nigerians, has become increasingly expensive. Producers attribute the surge to transportation costs, calling for government's intervention. Blessing Obe tells us more.
Behind me is one of the many gari processing hubs where cassava is turned into gari, a staple food for millions of Nigerians. But while the production continues, the increasing prices is a concern for both producers and consumers. Let's take a closer look at the cause of the increasing prices. Gari, a staple deeply ingrained in Nigerian diets, undergoes an extensive production process before it reaches the tables of millions of families. From harvesting and peeling to fermentation, drying and frying, every stage requires labor, resources and time.
When we root it from farm, we peel it and we wash it. After washing it, we grind it. After grind it, we put it inside sack and press it. After pressing, maybe after 3 or 4 days, we press it and we started frying it.
However, what was once an affordable and easily accessible meal is now slipping beyond the reach of many Nigerians. While other staple food items have seen a decline in price in recent months, gari remains an exception. To understand why, we spoke with gari producers who shed light on the factors driving this increase.
The cost is from the farmer and transportation. Because from Ogbesen and Emure market to here, if they want to transport cassava for us, they may collect like 70,000, 50,000. The rate of transportation is too high. Also, the transportation rate, we are going to put it on our market. It will make the rate of the gari selling to be high.
Faced with these challenges, producers are calling on the government for urgent interventions, including reduction in transportation costs and financial support for farmers.
Káwọn ìjọba kan help wa kan ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Bó ṣe ná fẹ́ yá wa lówó ni ká mọ́ra má dá padà díẹ̀díẹ̀ kan fún wa. Káwa náà lè rówó fi ṣe business.
We need the assistance of government concerning the transportation and also concerning the capital we are using for this business. We want government to assist us and to help us.
Amid the continuous surge in the price of gari, many Nigerians still rely on it as a quick and convenient meal. Blessing Obi, Osrc News.
Residents of Oja Oshodi, Odokwetu and Odiolowo, all in Akure, the Ondo State capital, have expressed relief over the ongoing asphalt overlay and road constructions in their areas. They, however, appeal to the state government to extend the gesture to all their roads to ease transportation and boost economic activities. Blessing Obe again provides us details.
The 1.2-kilometer Oja Oshodi Community Road construction work is in full swing. The road, which links Araromi, Odokoyi, and Isolo communities, is getting a much-needed facelift. Similarly, the 1.2-kilometer Odokpetu community road, which connects to Okepadi, is also nearing completion with fresh asphalt overlay. In addition, roads along Bank Balogun to Odole to Odiolowo is also undergoing rehabilitation works. These projects are part of the Ondo State government's broader commitment to rehabilitating 50 township roads across the state. Residents have commended the state government's efforts, saying the gesture would not only reduce transportation difficulties, but also boost economic activities in the area.
So happy. By this time last year, this road was very rough. Virtually 2 months ago, when I come back, I see that the road was very clear and they do it very good. And everyone in this street was very happy. It's a good thing for us to be enjoying. I'm so happy for that.
Special advisor to the governor on infrastructure, Mr. Ayorinde Olawoye, reaffirmed government's commitment to infrastructural growth. He also issued a caution to residents, urging them to desist from activities that could damage the newly constructed roads.
Yes, the contractor has been working effectively, and we don't have any issue with his work. He has followed the procedure of engineering. We have our people on ground there, that like a director of quality control and some resident engineer that they are with that contractor working on this asphalt overlay. Burning of tire should be prohibited on this particular road that we are just working on. 2 is visitation, regular visitation. I will advise the community in this area that they should emphasize on regular visitation of their hydraulic structure so they can enjoy the span of the road better.
In the same vein, motorists and commuters along CBN Road in Korea have commended the infrastructural drive of the state government. Aside from the easy movement, which is the key benefit of well-paved road, residents are...
This used to be the view driving through the CBN Road in Alagbaka, Akure. According to motorists, the intersection here had obstructed easy navigation, leading to traffic jams. The intersection is now wearing a new look. The old structure has now given way to this new design, which residents of the area welcome with applause.
This project now, I think transportation will be very much easier, and there will be less traffic jams, especially for those that are going to their working place urgently, all these urgent and emergency.
Accident máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan bọ̀ wọ́n ṣe ṣe báyìí accident mi kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ ṣá wọ́n ṣe wá ṣe ṣe torí tó bá ń lọ báyìí àìríyàn tó ń bọ̀ tó bá ń lọ báyìí àìríyàn tó ń bọ̀ tó ń jọ wá ríra wọn tó ní sí ọ̀rọ̀ accident tó ń bọ̀ látàgbà bí so accident máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ táìmù àìbọ̀ báyìí sí báyìí tó ń ṣe báyìí it's clear.
The aesthetics of the construction to the state's capital when
What I see here is just that it beautified this place actually. Though the one that was here before, me personally, I used to complain about the gates here, that it's just like an obstruction, like those things sometimes it can cause accidents here. So but when they removed it and I saw that they are renovating that, so that it was a good thing, sure. So and it beautified this place too.
Especially if our Alagbaka, so you run about the daily oyoye befitting roundabout sí àwa tí a wà Alagbaka bí tí a expect òun lélẹ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe ṣe síbí.
As construction workers are optimistic more than ever that the work will soon be delivered.
As prevalence of Lassa fever has become a major public health concern in some parts of Nigeria, particularly in Ondo State, medical experts are calling for heightened public awareness on the causes and necessary precautionary measures to curb the spread of the disease. Lassa fever is an acute viral illness which is commonly transmitted to humans through contact with food or household items contaminated with urine or droppings from infected Mastomys rats. In the special report, Osrc's Abidemi Akinrotoye takes a look at preventive measures residents can take to safeguard their well-being. The report is presented from our studio.
The persistence of Lassa fever in Ondo State is a source of concern, with the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) cumulative data from week 1 to 5 of year 2025 revealing that 133 confirmed cases resulting in 17 deaths have been recorded in the state. According to the Ondo State Ministry of Health, Lassa fever has now spread across different communities, with no fewer than 8 local government areas affected. At the heart of this spread is poor environmental sanitation and improper waste management, which attract rodents that carry the virus. Ondo State had Lassa fever cases and the steps needed to curb the outbreak. Dr. Orimolade stressed the importance of hygiene.
We have increase in cases, more in the dry season. And therefore, the state is on guard, our surveillance is on guard, our health facilities are on red alert to prepare for eventualities that may occur from an outbreak. It can also be transmitted from man to man, that's from an infected person to an uninfected person. So you have identified two ways by which it can be transmitted, from animal to man, from while ingesting food that has been contaminated by either the urine or the feces of these rodents. And that is why it is very important that we should maintain food hygiene.
A disease surveillance